number 22, Danny Wyatt. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 19, Chris Walton. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 21, Tyler Harris. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 28, Ryan DeWeese. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 10, Tim Haftel. And also the starting center fielder, who will not be batting, Aiden Hill, number 3. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your Unionville Longhorns. Leading off and playing center field, number 7, Jack Reganet. Batting second, the catcher, number 20, Stevie Thomas. Batting third, the starting pitcher, number 12, Sean Matson. In the cleanup spot and playing shortstop, number 2, Tiernan Daly. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 34, Nick Deal. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 1, Drew Del Colo. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 6, Ben Baccelleri. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 4, Scott Henson. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 25, Sean Reganet. And also a special shout out to the starting second baseman, Carter Parisi, number 22. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, before we advance to today's game, we ask that you all remove your hats and stand on your feet, as we will be doing the national anthem sung by senior Kaylee K-Mac Lovelace. and gentlemen, we're set for some Unionville baseball!
Alrighty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Unionville High School, the site of today's matchup between the Unionville Longhorns and the Oxford Hornets. Once again, we want to welcome you to the broadcast. My name is Alex Harkins. I'll be joined by Nick Evans. You just heard Will Cunningham on PA. Nick, the Longhorns come into this game 1-1, as last week they couldn't get it done against Henderson.
Yeah, Al, you said it. I think the Longhorns certainly felt like they lost to a team that they were better than the last time we saw them, and I think that really upset the guys, and so I expect to see a nice bounce back today. You got the ace on the hill, so good things should be coming for this team.
For sure. Well, today, Unionville, as you said, will be sending out their ace. It'll be Sean Madsen, who in his first start was absolutely electric in their 6-0 win.
Yeah, obviously it all starts with a fastball with him. Low 90s, it's hard to catch up to. Obviously, he's got the breaking stuff to go along with it, but he was unhittable his first time out, and the Longhorns are hoping for the same from him today.
Longhorns looking to get back on the winning side of things. We'll see you back at first pitch. It's Longhorns, it's Hornets coming up soon. So Owen Rector will begin things at the plate for Oxford. So we just said Sean Madsen will be the one on the mound for the Longhorns, and we're just about ready to get started. The first pitch of the ball game is right down the middle, strike one to Rector, and Madsen gets things started off with the heat.
You like to see that.
As you said, Nick, getting ahead in the count with those fastballs. It starts with the fastball. That's exactly what you said, and there's two to start.
Two pitches as well, Al. Two beautiful frames behind the dish by Stevie Thomas. Taking those pitches, low in the zone, bringing them up, easy strikes.
The 0-2 a little bit upstairs, and Rector watches the first ball. And Madsen finishes him off in the dirt. Thomas will not have to throw that one over. So one quick out for Madsen off the strikeout, and here comes Riley.
Rector got to warm up the legs a little bit there.
Well, strikeouts were something we saw a lot of last time Sean Madsen pitched, and he gets a quick one there.
Yeah, you're going to throw up a lot of those Ks today. Interesting, the catcher batting second for both teams today.
Swing and miss, strike one to Riley. Well, Stevie has been the man in the second spot basically this whole season. But today we get his counterpartner, Connor Riley, hitting in that 2-hole as well. The 0-1 from Madsen, down low.
I'm liking his approach so far today. Aggressive, heat, has a nice pace.
That one fouled back. Riley's still late, and Madsen has the count 1-2. Swing and miss, strike three. Riley down on strikes, 2 strikeouts for Madsen to begin.
Yeah, one thing you can always expect from Sean, Al, obviously with how good his fastball is, he just mows through the first time through the lineup. Guys just can't catch up to it. They just can't adjust to it. It's difficult to communicate with the other teammates on how to adjust to it. So you should see some pretty quick work from him early on.
There was a swing and miss by Joey Morton, who is starting things out on the mound for Oxford. Swings and misses there, 0-1. The 0-1 swing and miss. Morton out in front, and quickly once again up ahead in the count. looking to finish off quite a clean first inning. Matson kicks and strikes out Morton on 3 pitches. That'll do it for the top of the first. Oxford nothing, Unionville coming to bat. Well, Jack Regany, the speed threat, will lead things off for Unionville. Jack has been one of the best Unionville hitters in getting on base to start this new year, and he'll be facing Joey Morton, the lefty from Oxford, here on the mound. First pitch out of the zone.
You know, watching Morton warm up for Oxford here. It's a slower motion, sort of a sidearm lefty release.
That one hit in the right center field, and that ball is going to get down and split the gap. Regany's on his horse heading for 2. And Jack wants 3. Throw in is not in time. Regany with the standing triple. And what a start for the Longhorns. A leadoff triple for Jack Regany.
You know, we're used to asking him, Al, you know, just get on base and then use your legs to get to second and third on steals. How about he just gets to third, second pitch?
Right, he's beat out a lot of ground balls, gotten his hits kind of cheap, but that one was absolutely rocketed into right center field. Now Stevie Thomas will try and get him home and get the Longhorns on the board.
Yeah, that's impressive from Jack. That's just raw power the opposite way.
And he wanted 3 all the way, never thought about stopping
Right.
at second base.
Yeah, really aggressive.
First pitch to Thomas down the middle, strike 1, so Morton finds the zone.
Morton certainly looks like he's got some decent velocity on his fastball.
Next one outside. Thomas starting things behind the plate today for the Longhorns. The 1-1 from Morton. That one's outside again.
Obviously, you'd like Stevie to get on base here, but you know the luxury of having a guy like Regany leading off hitting a triple is you can sort of just worry about, you know, putting the ball on the ground, short pop up, and you're going to give him a chance to get home with his speed.
We'll leave a stoppage here. Stevie back into the box. The count is 2-1 to the Unionville backstop. That one is lined to short and through into left center field. And the Longhorns take a 1-0 lead as Regany crosses an RBI single for Stevie Thomas.
2 at-bats, 2 balls, absolutely obliterated as Thomas smokes that one right back up to middle. Between what Madsen did at the top of the first and now what you're seeing here in the bottom half from Unionville, as Stevie Thomas will get pinch ran for by Brent Hyman, it's just exactly the start you want if you're Unionville.
Well, they're firing on all cylinders. Sean Madsen will get his crack at the plate now. As you said, Nick, he did his job on the mound. Will be hitting from the right-hand side. He is a switch hitter. It's again Grant Heineman at first base. Pinch running for the catcher. First pitch to Madsen. Hyman takes off. Throw down to second base is high. Good backup from the shortstop.
Great backup from the shortstop.
But Hyman's still able to swipe second base. And once again, Unionville with a runner in scoring position. Madsen in the dirt again. No chance for Hyman to advance, but the count is 2-0. To Madsen in the dirt again, so now 3 balls, all bouncing at the plate, and Madsen with a 3-0 count. Morton just struggling a little bit to find the zone here. .3-0 down the middle as Morton relocates.
Third base coach in Unionville before that last pitch said, "Wait for yours." So, you know, that sort of shows you it wasn't really a green light situation. Madsen's still going to try to get his pitch in this at-bat.
He's got a good hitter's count here at 3-1. Pitch from Morton will be ball 4. So Unionville now with 2 runners on for Tiernan Daly.
Shortstop, Tiernan Daly.
So Daly will hit with 2 on, still nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Morton in jam. Big swing and miss, strike 1. And Matt McCluskey will pinch run for Sean Madsen. Madsen maybe just looking to get some rest before going back out on the mound.
Yeah, you don't want to risk anything out there with your pitcher running.
And even if he stays out there, it might just tire him a bit when you don't have to. So you got 2 pinch runners now on board for Unionville. Tiernan Daly once again is up at the plate. And a step off from Morton. Count 0-1. Daly to third. That is fielded by the third baseman. Steps on the bag for one. No chance to get Tiernan at first base. So it's a fielder's choice, and now there's one down for Nick Deal.
First baseman, Nick Deal.
Yeah, and Chris Walton over there at third for Oxford now. You know, lack of hustle kind of, you know, didn't really go full speed over there to third. Almost resulted in runner being safe, but it is one out for Oxford.
Nick Deal in the batter's box. He calls time. Nick Deal homered in the 3-2 defeat last week against Henderson. The only home run we've seen to this point.
Yeah, he had a great game last time out. Homer, single, pitch 2 scoreless.
And he fouls that one back. You can imagine he is playing with a certain confidence today from that game, even with the loss.
Yeah, you know he wants to do something here. 2 on, 1 out. He's going to have a tough lefty-lefty, especially with that sidearm release, but...
Oh, 1. A little bit too close to Deal. 1-1. And Morton has struggled a little bit. He's thrown a lot in that left-hander's batter's box when he's missed, and that one is hit up in the air. Left side. And a nice catch out there in left field. Umpire believes that's a catch. He was right up against the netting.
Third baseman, Drew Del Colo.
Well, they'll mark it down as an out. Looks like both runners also tagged up. So now there are 2 outs for Drew Del Colo with runners on second and on third. But a nice defensive play out there.
Yeah, really nice, you know. Running to his right. Had to go a long way, really. And, you know, made a nice catch up against the railing.
And Connor Riley just having another word here as the umpires seem to be explaining things to the Oxford coach now.
Yeah, you know, from Drew's perspective right now at the plate, 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. You know, he had a pretty tough outing at Henderson. He had 3 strikeouts, and you know that definitely, that's not what he wants. He knows he can be better than that and has to be better than that. So he's certainly going to want to get something done here.
Well, he's got the perfect opportunity. 2 on, 2 out. Big hit here, could score a pair in what is a 1-0 ball game already here in the first. But Morton has gotten 2 outs without giving up anything further. And the first pitch to Del Colo. That was a strike. It was dropped by Riley. Morton's looking forward to getting out of this, only giving up the 1. Swing and a miss. Foul tip held on by Riley.
Yeah, McCluskey over at third is kind of trying to get in Morton's head a little bit. Charging into home before every pitch, but with 2 outs, Morton's just got to stay locked in here.
Big pitch coming here, that's outside.
That's a good take.
1-2 offering from Morton. Just pokes it out into right center field. On the run is the center fielder, and a diving catch made in center field. What a play to retire the sign. Unionville does get a run, but they leave two stranded in scoring position as the defense gets Oxford out of it. So Matson back out here in the second inning after an electric first. He'll be facing Connor Booth, the DH for Oxford this afternoon. And first pitch is grounded up the middle, ranging over, not making the play, is Tiernan Daly.
And they almost got him there with the recovery from Carter Parisi.
Right fielder Danny Wyatt.
So one on to begin the inning. First runner of the day for Oxford, and the first pitch to Danny Wyatt is outside. Next pitch is a strike. That one on the ground through the right side. Another base hit for Oxford. And that one is missed out there and right by Scott Hansen. Throw into third is a little bit offline. Also moving to second on the play is Wyatt. Great base running by Oxford as they capitalize off the error.
Third baseman Chris Walton.
Yeah, so after a really, really clean first, Matson will face really his first big trouble situation of the year so far. We'll see what he can do.
All right, we can probably mark that down as a single and an E9. Chris Walton looking to deal the damage, and Stevie Thomas will have a chat.
And obviously, if you're Unionville, you love that your offense gave Matson a lead in the first inning. Probably, they felt like should have probably tacked on a little bit more, as, you know, two phenomenal catches by Oxford outfielders end of the inning. But, you know, at least you got him that lead, so we can just be a little bit more comfortable out there right now.
First pitch to Walton is a strike, so Matson able to find the zone to begin. Said Nick, this is almost like his first real test. 2 on in scoring position, nobody out. That one outside.
Well, you know, when you strike everybody out and and don't allow any base runners like he has so far, yeah, I'd say this is certainly the toughest spot he's probably been put on so far in this season. Only 2 starts though, counting today, obviously. So.
Well, I'm fouling that last one back, but I mean, when you have a guy who throws this hard, you just got to put the bat on the ball, right?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with, you know, nobody out, 2 in scoring position. Like, obviously, if you're a Phillies fan, like you saw in that first game against the Mets series, what they did in the bottom of the 8th, you know, putting the ball in play with guys in scoring position, good things are going to happen.
That was in the dirt. Thomas able to do enough on the block. Hit it there. 2-2 the count on Chris Walton. Madsen looking to get a big out number one here. And in the third, that one gets away from Thomas. And scoring upstanding will be Connor Booth. So a wild pitch, and we are tied at 1. Also moving to third on the play was Danny White. Full count now on Walton. Runner on third, still nobody out. And that's in the dirt, ball 4. So runners now on the corners.
Left fielder Tyler Harris.
Yeah, he's just got to get that fastball up right now. The last few have been low, and you know it's going to be tough to create swings and misses with low pitches, especially low fastballs.
Low pitches can often result in ground balls if you put them in play. Love to see one of those here. Especially now with double play in order. Madsen looking over at first. Harris takes a strike to begin.
That's
His
what he
first
needs to do.
at-bat.
Just paint one on the inside plate, called strike.
Well, one is out into left center field. And Reggedy makes the catch. Tagging up is Wyatt. Throw is cut off by Deal. He will score standing. And just like that, Oxford have taken the lead.
Yeah, that's a smart play by Deal to cut that ball off. Reggedy tried to go home with it, but Deal had the awareness that if he wasn't there to cut that ball off, runner probably takes second as well, and you have another guy in scoring position. So that's certainly a good play by him.
Exactly. Now you kind of get to reset a little bit with only a man on first, but he has given up 2. Ryan Dewey's up at the plate for Oxford, big right-hander. And there's a strike. Madsen finding the zone with the heat. That one fouled back, so now Deweese with 2 strikes on him. Madsen just looking to get his first out of this second inning. Excuse me, second out rather. But Deweese putting up a fight. Another 2-strike pitch, got him looking, so Deweese knew it. He'll walk back to the dugout. That's out number 2.
Shortstop Tim Hafton. Here's the one.
So 2 outs, a runner on first. Tim Haft with number 9 man up at the plate for Oxford, and he's big swing and a miss there. A lot of gas on that one from Madsen. It's 0-1. Look over. That's a good pick out there by Nick Deal to save an error. And that one in the dirt. Have to watch his ball too, so once again Madsen falling behind in the count.
Al, if you're a hitter facing Matson, do you almost want to sit breaking ball at times? Since his fastball, he throws it so often and it can be so hard to catch up to.
Well, that one's upstairs. And to answer your question, Nick, I mean, since he throws so much fastball, I'd rather sit fastball, but if I can't catch up to it, which Haftel hasn't yet, I guess I would sit breaking ball, but I don't think he's thrown too many in these first couple of batters. That was called strike 2. Haftel didn't like it, almost went down to first base. And we have a full count. The runner will be off and moving. Got him, strike 3. So Matson comes back for the strikeout, but gives up 2 hits, 2 runs on a couple of misplays by the Unionville defense, but it could have been more. It is 2-1 Oxford. So the DH, Ben Bachelari, will lead it off for Unionville. Ben's first start of the new year. He'll be facing the lefty Joey Morton, who allowed 1 run in his first inning of work, but now has a lead. It's 2-1 Oxford. And the first pitch to Bachelari. Called strike 1. Bachelari doesn't like the call.
Yeah, a lot of power here, Al, on the right side of the plate.
The 0-1 swing and miss. Just lost his bounce a little bit on that one as well. 0-2. Quick go-to to Bachelari. That one is lined into right center field. On the run and off the glove of a diving Oxford right fielder. So we have base hit for Bachelari, his first of the new year.
Right fielder, Scott Henson.
And Nick, it's almost like every time these guys go down to a dive, they're going to catch the baseball, isn't it?
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna say if he caught that, I mean, it's like a no-fly zone out there.
Scott Hansen up with a runner on. And that one outside. Well, we saw Scott hit cleanup last game. Nick hitting a little bit further down in the order this afternoon.
Yeah, and he's certainly gonna be want to be better than he was at Henderson. He had several strikeouts in that game, struggled to put the ball in play, and he expects more from himself, and he obviously has the ability to be better, and I'm sure he will be going forward.
That one's in the dirt, yeah, and honestly the offense as a whole was kind of slow against Henderson. Only 2 runs.
Yeah.
Next offering foul back. The 2-1 to Scott Hansen. That one is popped up right field, and that will be out of play. Just late on that one.
Just a little bit. You got, decent contact in it.
Yeah, Nick, with no bleachers out there in that foul territory, you're always going to have a chance to catch the baseball if you're in right field.
Which, we've seen a few times, games we've watched so far this year.
That was called a strike. Well, I can tell from here that one may have been a little bit off the plate, even without the best angle. Hansen goes down looking, and now Regani. First pitch to Sean Regani in the dirt. So Nick, we've seen Sean catch a few times this year. This is his first time playing the outfield as a starter.
Yeah, sophomore getting his first start. I'm sure he's a little nervous out there, but
that one is lined into left field, and that will be down in front of the left fielder for a base hit. So Sean Regani has his first hit of the new year. A 1-out single to put 2 on.
Not nervous at all. I take it back. Ice in his veins.
Well, he heard you from the dugout. His brother Jack will step in after his single.
That's a big hit for Sean.
Well, Jack is 1 for 1, a triple and a run scored. And he has a pair of Unionville runners on here with 1 down. That one down the middle, strike 1 thrown by Morton.
If Jack can maybe homer here and then Sean gets a double his next time up or vice versa, we have a Regani cycle.
We would be the second time we've had, well, we didn't have a hitting cycle. We had a base stealing cycle from Jack in the scrimmage game. That went outside.
Johnny, you're old school. Let's go, baby. Hey, move around.
And Morton just stepping off. Might be a little bit worried about Bachelari over there at second base.
I think the bench certainly agrees with you with that statement.
We heard him there again. That was a block. So Regani will go to second, Bachelari to third. Maybe just getting that Unionville bench getting in Morton's head a little bit here. They've been very loud this entire year and got him an extra base this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our audience can probably hear him in the background constantly. They do. They try to get in the opposing pitcher's head, and it worked there.
Line drive over the first baseman's head and into right field. Bachelari scores. Here comes Regani to the plate. He will score standing, and Jack Regani has doubled his second extra base hit in as many at-bats, and Unionville retakes the lead. It's 3-2.
Catcher Stevie Thomas.
We still got a runner in scoring position here for Stevie Thomas. Regani dances off second, first one in the dirt. Runner off and taken for third. Regani is safe at third base. A stolen base for Jack. And now runner on third for Unionville.
That really is insane. I mean, that honestly wasn't even close.
Yeah, and you said earlier in the game, Nick, that even when he gets on, he's going to get to second and third. That time he swipes third base.
Stealing third just shouldn't look that easy.
That one chopped. That will score a run. Takes a tricky hop off the mound, and Thomas is going to be out at first base. He looked safe. A run does score. There are 2 outs.
Pitcher Sean Matson.
Sean Matson will look to help himself here. Bases are now empty with 2 away. Swing and miss, strike 1. The 0-1 outside.
Let's go, Sean. Let's go, kid. Go, Sean. Hey, help yourself now. Let's go.
Count 1-1 to Matson. Foul tip hung on for strike 2. Morton looking to leave this second inning. He's got a 1-2 on Matson, and the delivery called, strike 3. So Matson down looking. Unionville gets 3, regains the lead. It is 4-2 Longhorns. Owen Rector will begin the 3rd inning against Sean Matson. Matson gave up a pair of runs, and he gets a big swing and miss from Rector out in front of the breaking ball, strike 1. Next pitch, foul back. Quick 0-2 on the Hornets leadoff man. Another breaking ball, that one fouled away. So Rector spoils one. We'll see another. Remains 0-2. Count still 0-2 on Rector. And Matson fires upstairs, 1-2.
Yeah, Rector's able to lay off that one. He certainly wanted to swing at that high fastball.
Out in front, that one will go foul, and Rector, just staying alive, gets a piece. Well, Rector's still in the at-bat here, but Matson seems to have him in the palm of his hand. 1-2. Got him. Head came off on that swing. Rector down on strikes, one away.
Catcher Connor Riley.
And that's good to see from Matt's Nick after that last inning. A good bounce back and a really good strikeout.
Yeah, he's had a pretty easy time with Rector both times up. And obviously he struck out these next two guys first time as well, so hopefully he can repeat that.
Starts off Connor Riley with ball one. And the strike. So, Nick, you brought up his breaking ball, and you know, you said how he's been throwing mostly fastball. We've seen a heavy dose of the off-speed this inning.
Yeah, I think, you know, after that last inning, I wouldn't blame him for maybe wanting to not switch things up, but sort of, you know, just try a little something new, try to incorporate the breaking balls a little bit more, as, you know, Oxford kind of started to jump on the fastball, really, in that last inning, so definitely giving him more of the moving stuff here. I don't hate it.
To a fastball that time, Riley fouls it back. And it's 2-1. Yeah, it's 2-2. Check swing did not go. That's ball three. We are full. And Riley able to left that one up, and he walks.
Pitcher Joey Morton.
So a one-out base runner for the starting pitcher for Oxford. And Morton grounds into second. Maybe a double play ball here. Second to one. Daly to first, and not in time.
Yeah, what made that tough for Parisi at second is he couldn't really charge that ball because of the runner going into second. Sort of got in front of him a little bit, so that was tougher for him, but he did a nice job getting the out at second, getting the lead runner.
Hitter Connor Booth.
Yeah, and on that ball to Carter, you know, there was a really big hop as well that kind of took a lot of speed off the ball.
Yeah.
Still almost got Morton at first base. Connor Booth, the designated hitter, will step in with now 2 away. Matson, one out here from a clean third inning. And that one is hit into center field. Back is Jack Regany. And that is down. Getting to third is Morton. Takes a wide turn, but will stop there. It's a very long single for Connor Booth.
Right fielder Danny Wyatt.
And there are now runners on the corners.
That's an underrated play in center by Regany Al, if our audience could see that. Obviously, the ball took a hop, and he slid and sort of punched at it and got it in his glove, keeping it from getting all the way to the wall in that gap in right center, and that may have saved a run.
Right, didn't catch it on the fly, but he was able to trap it and hold Morton from scoring. First pitch to Danny Wyatt. Extra gas on that one, but it's ball one. Next pitch. That's a strike. There's your breaking ball. 1-1.
Yeah, this is where we're starting to get to the point in this Oxford order that had success with Matson last inning. So with 2 outs, you're going to want to see him respond here.
It's a great point. Wyatt fouls it back. Strike 2. Just one more pitch here if you're Matson. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Fastball lined into right field. That'll get out of play. So we'll try it again. Matson still with a 1-2 count to deal with here. Against Danny Wyatt. That one in the dirt. Great block by Stevie Thomas. And that one could have saved a run.
Yeah, that's a big block. That ball took an early bounce. Tough block for Stevie. He had to get up there and make himself big, and did a nice job.
It'll put his chest on that one. Wyatt with the 2-2, and that is ball 3. You can see the reaction from the players. They thought that was out number 3 as well as strike 3.
Yeah, that's the second pitch that, you know, they're not going to like a no call on there, but
check over the runner at first. And switch to Wyatt. That ball's hit in the air to left field and deep. Back at the wall, and it is gone. A home run for Danny Wyatt, and the 2-out rally swells to be 3 runs. So a 3-run shot for Danny Wyatt, and it is now 5-4 Oxford.
you kind of knew it when it came off the bat. That one was loud, and it went a long way.
Third baseman Chris Walton.
And that one really has to sting as well, especially with 2 outs, all those
right.
things happening.
Yeah.
And he was just 1 pitch away for the last couple in that at-bat and just couldn't get it done. Chris Walton will dig in. You said, Nick, that was the part of the order. They got to Matson last time, and apparently Danny Wyatt is a Matson killer. There's a home run. First one we've seen get over this fence, and that one was strike to Chris Walton.
Yep. First home run here at Unionville this year.
That one in the dirt. Unfortunately, it was not by the home team.
Right. Hopefully first of few for the opposition, right?
Right. Ground ball. Shortstop, Tiernan Daly throw to first. And that will end the inning. But a big home run by Danny Wyatt puts Oxford up 5-4. So Tiernan Daly will lead off the bottom of the third for Unionville, looking for another response inning after they took the lead and then lost it last half frame. First pitch of Daly inside. And Nick, Last week we saw what was really a pitcher's duel, little offense, and here we already have 9 runs.
Yeah, it's been a tale of 2 games between this and the last matchup we saw this team in with Henderson. Obviously, the weather might be in play a little bit. It's a little warmer today. So
yeah, really is a beautiful day this afternoon. Daly swing and a miss. That's strike 1, 2-1 the count. One out in front.
But, still, if you're the Longhorns right now, the mentality has to be, okay, we're at home, we're hitting well, we're down 1. Let's just keep adding on, right? Keep answering anything they throw at us. We have the resiliency. We're going to fight back.
Well, they've proven they can hit Morton. That's a good take from Daly after he swung at a pitch just like it. And the count is full.
Yeah, Tiernan just kind of spit at that one, right? I mean, he was taking that all the way as soon as he saw it come out of the hand.
Full count delivered from Morton, and that's ball 4. Good at bat from Daly to start things off for the Longhorns.
First baseman, Nick Steele.
So Daly aboard, Deal at the plate. Nobody out for the Unionville lefty. Runner takes off. Little pump fake from the catcher, and he is safe. Well, the catcher, Connor Riley, for Oxford couldn't quite get that one in his hand.
Yeah, clean, glove to hand transition. He certainly may have had a better shot at that one, but absolutely you'll take it if you're Unionville.
Yeah, that was a close play, and I said maybe with a cleaner pickup, they have a chance to get Tiernan, but we'll take the stolen base. Now run on second with nobody out. Deal to the right side. That will work. Deal thrown out at first, but Daly moves to third with 1 out for Del Calo.
Yeah, that's a nice play over there by Owen Rector at second. That ball took a weird hop, and he was still able to get it.
Well, nice play for an out, but still a productive out for Nick Deal. And now Del Calo will look to even us up again. And that one inside to Drew. To Del Calo in the dirt. That's a good pick back there by Riley, especially with the runner on third, but the count 2-0.
Yeah, Drew a lot of times in his last at bat is going to have an extra base hit, if not for a fantastic play by the center fielder out there for Oxford. He's definitely going to want to put similar contact on the ball this time up, try to get a run home, tie this one up.
2 outside, it's 3-0. Morton trying not to walk Del Calo here. Taking all the way. That's a strike at the knees. And now good hitters count here for the Unionville third baseman. 3-1, chopped back up the middle to Owen Rector, and it gets right by him, ate him up into center field. Daly will score. We are tied at 5.
Put the ball in play, runners in scoring position, good things will happen. That ball was actually hit pretty well by Drew. It was certainly a hard grounder, tough one to handle, and Rector can't quite handle it.
Yeah, it's
So we're
funny
back
how
to a tie game.
it's funny how you just praised Rector for being able to handle the tough hop,
Right.
and that one ate him up.
Yeah.
We will take it. Meeting on the mound here.
Yeah, if you're not a believer in the announcer's jinx by now, I mean, I don't know what to
We've
tell
had
you.
a few. Just to update you, here in the bottom of the third, it is 5-5. Ben Bachelari is coming up for the Longhorns. Del Calo at first base. Morton will remain on the mound here with one out. Bachelari 1 for 1. He singled off the glove of a diving right fielder for Oxford. And the first pitch, that's a strike down the middle.
Yeah, a story I actually heard, someone told me about Ben. Apparently when he would play Little League, not like Little League, but, you know, rec baseball, 12, 13, 14 years old for URA. Apparently they made him use a wooden bat because he was just too overpowered and too unfair with the normal metal bat. But he gets to use a metal bat at this level.
I was going to say, I think he's using metal right here as a base hit with it, so maybe we'll have to take that away from him too. He's got no one count here against Morton. So Kahlo just worrying Morton a little bit over there at first. Does not take off. Pitch to Bachelari down the middle. That's strike two. And Ben has seen two good ones here, Nick. Maybe looking to pull the trigger on something. Oh, 2 foul back. That one stung the hands. It's going to remain 0-2. We'll try again.
Yeah, Ben might think about batting gloves from now on after that one.
There's actually a lot of guys in the sun that don't wear any batting gloves.
There are.
Next 2-strike offering. Big hop for Owen Rector. A really nice big hop, and that one is thrown into the dugout. So it's a fielder's choice, but Bachelari will get to second on the error.
Right fielder Scott Henson.
So Scott Hansen looking to keep the line moving and maybe put Unionville back on top. They do have a runner on second base after that throwing error by the Oxford infield. Hansen 0 for 1 was called out on strikes his first time up on a questionable call. First pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch is chopped to third, and that one eats up the third baseman. It's a beautiful trap over there at shortstop to keep the ball from going into the outfield. It'll be an infield hit for Scott Hansen, and now Sean Regany is due up.
Left fielder Sean Reganay. Let's go, Shawnee!
on his first at bat. Sean was able to yank one into left field for his first hit, so he's 1 for 1. We could use that again here, couldn't we?
Yeah, and I think me and you, Al, could probably just be silent in this at bat, and the bench will tell you what happens here. I mean, these guys are going to erupt if Sean comes through here.
First pitch, and a base hit to left field. Exactly what happened in his first at-bat. Bachelary will score, and the Longhorns take a 6-5 lead.
Center fielder, Jack Gregory.
Jack Reggedy now with 2 down still for Unionville. They put together a couple runs here. And the first pitch, that's called strike. So you have Scott Hansen on second, Sean Reggedy at first, Jack Reggedy at the plate. Foul tip, that one's in the dirt. Reggedy still got a piece. It is 0-2 quickly to the Unionville center fielder. And 2 in the dirt. And Riley just chasing Hansen back to second. They count 1 and 2.
Definitely going to want to keep this rally going if you're Jack right here.
Was able to lay off that one. Count even at 2.
That's a good take. He thought about that one, but left it for the umpire's decision and went Unionville's way.
Would hold up on that check swing to see another here against Morton, who's looking to escape what's already been a 3-run response from Unionville. And that one in the dirt. So the count has been run full by Reggedy.
Looks like the Reynolds will be going here, Al.
I would expect that to happen here. Hansen on second, Reggedy on first. They both start to dance off of second. That one will get past the catcher, and Hansen looking to come home. Throw to the plate is in time. Well, Scott Hansen was aggressive on the base pass, trying to get Unionville an insurance run, but that time it didn't quite work out. We head to the 4th. Well, just like we saw in the first game this season, Matson will start. Hanson will come on after him. So Unionville with the new pitcher here. First one to take out their starters in this one, Tyler Harris will dig in for Oxford. And like Sean in his first start, Scott was also very impressive opening day.
Through 2 scoreless, I believe.
He was able to close it out in that 6-0 shutout win. He has a 1-run lead here to work with against Harris. Called strike 2. So quick 0-2 for the new right-hander. And Scott looking to put away his first batter. 0-2, that one is popped up. Shallow center field. Regany has to come in, and that one drops in front of him. Didn't get a good read off the bat. It'll be a bloop hit for Tyler Harris.
Yeah, that's one of those Bermuda Triangle spots on the field, right? Just in between center, sort of second base area, and right. Tough spot. Nobody can get to it.
Caleb O'Connor.
So Caleb O'Connor, the pinch hitter here for Oxford. And as you said, Nick, that one just kind of died up there in no man's land, maybe with a better first step. Jack's able to make that play. Now runner on. And the first pitch to O'Connor. That went outside. I went outside as well, so Hanson struggling to find a zone here. It's 2-0. Two ball, no strike delivery. That's downstairs. So now O'Connor watches 3 straight outside. It's 3-0. You got a runner on first. Hanson trying not to walk the second runner aboard. Trio, and O'Connor takes a strike, so Hanson able to find the zone. Okay, maybe O'Connor going to swing the bat here.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't really seen many hitters attack 3-0 today.
Yeah, nobody's really gotten the green light, as you said. O'Connor's got a good count here to hit. That one popped up. Deal will give it a look. And that one just out of his reach. So it's foul. It's also strike 2. Yeah, but a really tough play there for Nick Deal. Count 3-2 though, as Hanson has bounced back to make it full. The Oxford dugout getting up. Harris takes off. Hit and run is on. Ground ball to third. Del Calo will make the throw across the diamond to first for the out. Gave Harris a little bit of a look, but that's the first out of the inning.
Shortstop Tim Haskell.
Yeah, so you know, Caleb O'Connor does his job there, advancing the runner.
Tim Haftel will bat now with the runner in scoring position. That is the tying run out there at second base. And that one's outside. That one down the middle, 1-1. And this is a big batter here. If you're Scott Hanson, with the runner on second, that being the tying run as well. It's time for him to make his pitches.
obviously Scott's got a cushion out there, but not a huge one.
Popped up and foul. That one will head for the crowd and out of play. And count 1 and 2. And this is Nick. This is where you give him your best stuff here at a 1 and 2 count.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if he puts it in play and say advances the runner from second to third, you know, as long as you get that out and just get 2 outs without a run scoring, you can just attack that next hitter. Hope for the best.
And even if he moves to third with 2 outs, he's still got to get another hit most likely. That one is lined up the middle. Base hit for Haftel. Harris will slam on the brakes. Throw was a little offline, but they didn't send Harris, and now runners on the corners.
Yeah, which they're probably regretting right about now.
Second baseman Owen Rector.
Yeah, I think Harris wanted to score. I mean, he was really bursting right around third base, but got the stop sign and obeyed. Oxford just playing it safe, maybe with only 1 out. Owen Rector. First pitch outside. Next pitch to Rector, swing and miss. Blew him away on that one. And Hansen gets the count 1 and 1.
Yeah, you know, second and third 1 out is always a tough situation if you're an infielder, because, you know, grounder hit hard to you, you're probably going to want to turn 2. But if it's a soft one where, you know, you're not going to have a chance to turn 2, you're probably going to want to go home with it. So you really have to be on your feet.
Swing and miss, strike 2. Let's hope Hansen doesn't have to worry about that and trying to put Rector away without any type of contact. But you know, you look at the middle infielders right now for Unionville, they are playing back deeper, so I think they're thinking more double play than cutting off the runner at home. 1-2 popped up and foul. Had a lot of balls launched up there in foul territory right side. We will try again on 1 and 2.
Strikeout, I'd say, works in this spot as well, right?
Absolutely. And there you go. As if on cue there, Nick. 2 outs in the inning. Hansen gets Rector looking. And Hansen just 1 out away from escaping the 4th with the lead.
This would be big for Unionville to get a 0 first time in a couple innings, keep that 1-run lead, and try to add on to it.
And if you can't score here, you go back to that decision not to send Harris, maybe?
Absolutely.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 to the backstop Connor Riley. Scott Hansen up in the count 0-1, and they'll look the runner back with a throw over. One right at the knee, strike 2, and Hansen is 1 pitch away. But Nick, this is where they have struggled, is getting that last pitch and that last out.
Yeah, you know, Madsen struggled to get out of the inning with 2 outs earlier, giving up that, you know, big home run. But, you know, Scott on the mound, one thing that really is, I feel like, tough with him, his motion is just so quick. And he just, his pitches just explode to the plate, really.
He is very fluid. But again, you got a new pitcher on the mound this time, with 2 strikes and 2 outs in a big spot. It's Hanson to deliver to Connor Riley. Runner takes off, throws a ball, throw down by Thomas, skips into center field, and Harris will cross from third. Mistake there by the Unionville infield. It is now 6-6. And I don't think Stevie should have thrown that one, Nick.
It might have been close, but yeah, it's certainly a tough decision there.
1-2. Line to short. That one gets past Madsen and into left center. On the play, a run will score. It's a ribby knock for the catcher, Connor Riley. Well, you can't blame Madsen on that one. That was a really tough hop to handle. But once again, Unionville just cannot get this last out.
Yeah, it's a slugfest so far. Just two teams going at each other. You know, Al, you certainly alluded to it earlier on. I mean, polar opposite from what we saw at Henderson from this Longhorn team.
Now 7-6 here in the fourth inning. And Joey Morton back up for the third time. Oh, one, that's on the corner, strike one. Oh, one, that one is ripped up the middle. Good piece of hitting by Morton, straight into center field on the ground. Back-to-back two-out singles for Oxford.
Designated hitter Connor.
Yeah, this may be kind of an obvious statement, Al, just looking at the scoreboard. But this Oxford team easily is getting more contact and hitting the ball harder than certainly Rustin or Henderson has been able to so far in terms of Unionville opponents this year.
That one fouled back by Booth. Yeah, and as you said, they make a lot better contact. One thing they do is they hit line drives.
Yeah. You know, not too many balls high in the air that are able to be caught, but also not too many little short dribblers on the ground. So yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Right, good contact will result in good things. Booth takes a strike. Hanson once again looking to get out of this inning. 0-2, the count on Connor Booth. 2 on and 2 out. The bench up and cheering on their relief pitcher.
Win this pitch.
And it's a balk, second balk that we have seen. Not that that is a very common thing. Both runners move up 90 feet.
Yeah, if that's a balk, then Clayton Kershaw should have about 10,000 whatever career balks.
Yeah, well, not complaining. Unionville got one of those as well going their way, but
They did.
now Hanson, you might need to reassess a little bit. Stevie goes out to chat with him. And if you're Oxford, and if you're Connor Booth, base hit here could put this at a 3-run game.
That does make things tough, though. Two guys in scoring position now. Hanson really going to have to win an at-bat here.
Pressure is building. 0-2. Calling from Hanson again. That one has gone into short. Madsen backhands. Throw to first is in time. Clean play by the Unionville shortstop, and Hanson able to get out of it, but he does allow 2, and Oxford takes the lead. So Stevie Thomas will lead things off here for Unionville against the new pitcher Ryan Deweese. Out in the dirt. But Nick, how would you assess Joey Morton today?
He certainly had a tough time. You know, obviously Unionville jumped on him early in the first.
That one grounded. Right back to the mound, out number 1.
Correction for previous announcement. Pitcher Joey Morton has moved to first base, and number 28 Ryan Deweese is on the mound. And now, let's go, Sean! Let's get this one! Shortstop Sean Matson.
Sorry to cut you off there, but yeah, Joey Morton, he allows 6 runs, but still, Oxford are on top. Sean Matson pops that one up, foul. Heading from the left side in his first at-bat here against the new right-hander.
Yeah, but, you know, back to Morton. Obviously, probably not the outing he wanted. But, you know, he exits with a lead, so obviously you can't be too mad about that. But, yeah, I mean, you know, like we were talking about during the break, is Matson hits one into right there for a base hit. Hitting's contagious, and it's been contagious for both these teams all day. So, obviously, all pitchers have been having a tough time, and hopefully Unionville can make things tough on Dewey's right here.
Second baseman Tiernan Daly.
Matson with the 1-out hit. Tiernan Daly will step in here. First pitch out in the right field. Back and making the catch is Danny Wyatt, round number 1. Excuse me, that was out number 2. Nick Deal coming up.
First baseman Nick Deal. Come on, Nick, give me something, baby. Come on now. Come on now, start it here.
Matz is still in first, but Nick Deal gets to face a righty for the first time this ball game. Runner takes off for second. Throw down is a little off target. Stealing second is Sean Matson, and now the tying run in scoring position for Unionville.
That's their identity. Obviously, you know, they get guys on and they always try to get them over. So certainly a great start to this inning if you're the Longhorns.
1 coming to deal. That one sprayed right back at the screen. Count 0-2. Big pitch here for Deweese. And that one just brushing Deal off the plate a little bit inside. 1-2.
One-two count. Definitely want to protect here if you're Nick.
Got him. Blew him away with the fastball. Deweese out of the inning. First scoreless inning we've had in a little while. Unionville leaves one in second, and it remains 7-6. to start the 5th inning is Scott Hansen, who gave up a pair in the 4th inning. We'll start things out for Unionville on the bump here against Danny Wyatt. First pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, and you know, if you want Oxford perspective here, this is the first time today where you're entering a frame where you're at the plate in which you have a lead.
Right, well, Ryan DeWeese was able to put up a scoreless 4th, hold the Unionville hitters in check. To your point, Oxford up 7-6 to begin this inning. Quick go, and that one is set out in the air to left field. Connor Brooks camps right underneath, and that's out number 1.
Number 19, Chris Walton.
That's a big first out. This is certainly an opportunity if you're Oxford to really pull away in this inning, and you know, lack of base runners up obviously is going to be what Unionville's looking for here.
I think that's especially big because Wyatt actually hit that ball pretty well off the barrel, but Connor Brooks made a nice play in left field.
Yeah, he's hit every ball well today.
He
really
has. That went downstairs to Chris Walton. The next pitch is on the ground. Nice big hop for Madsen. Throw to first. 2 away.
Number 21, Tyler Harris.
So far, so good. 2 quick outs for Hansen. Bases empty. Tyler Harris, who scored on the throwing error from Thomas last time up. They'll dig in, and that one is hit in the air to right field. Back is Regany, and he can't make the play. Harris on his horse will get to second. Regany looks down.
I think it's going to be a ground rule double.
Yeah, I was going to say they're going to point Harris to second base.
Yeah, Sean made a good effort out there, but it's just hit a little too well. Couldn't quite get there.
So a 2-out extra base hit for Tyler Harris. So the now Oxford pitcher will step in, Ryan DeWeese, trying to pad some insurance to the 1-run cushion that Oxford has. Ground ball. Daly to first, and that will end the inning. So Scott Hansen with a clean 5th inning. We'll keep this at a 1-run ball game. Drew Del Calo will lead it off. Swing and miss against Ryan DeWeese. DeWeese had a clean fourth inning, but Unionville responded with good pitching of their own. Game remains a 7-6 ball game. Strike two called on Del Calo. Two offering. Swing and miss. Del Calo chases upstairs. One away.
Number 6, Ben Bachelary.
Ben Bachelary steps in with one down, and the base is empty. And he walked away from that one, but it's inside.
Looked like he almost tried to walk into that one.
Out in front. 1-1. One called strike two. Bachelary down in the count here. DeWeese looking for his second strikeout to begin. This frame, and he's going to get it. I'll say, Nick, Ryan DeWeese's fastball has some life on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're not seeing it up in the zone. You know, we're seeing it back-to-back at bats right now.
Williams.
Two quick outs. J.J. Williams will pinch hit and get his first cuts at the plate here. First one to Williams. It's had a really nice breaking ball there from DeWeese. Oh, one upstairs. There you go again, Nick. That fastball out of the zone. Williams able to lay off.
Yeah, there was a lot of heat on that one, though. He's certainly got some velocity out on that mound.
There's that breaking ball again. Strike two. And I will say, he does have quite a difference between his pitches and speed.
Yeah, he does. That one sort of locked JJ's knees a little bit. Didn't like the call, but...
Fastball, that got him. Strikes out the side. Unionville once again with another scoreless offensive inning, and it remains 7-6. Scott Hansen out for his third inning of work. So it remains a 7-6 ball game. Unionville looking to keep it at 1. And the first pitch at the knee, strike 1.
Certainly a questionable call there on the first pitch, but Stevie just frames those pitches low in the zone so well.
He's gotten those calls that time. Frame didn't quite work. 1-1. There's another base hit up the middle. We've seen a bunch of those today by Oxford. Once again, just line drives right through these holes.
Number 1, Owen Rector.
And one on here for Owen Rector. Shows bunt and pulls it back, but that is a strike. Oxford doesn't like the call, but it is 0-1 on Owen Rector. Shows bunt again, pulls it back. This time it's upstairs. Haven't seen too many bunts this year. I don't think we've seen any, actually.
I was going to say, it's interesting he's showing bunt here. You know, maybe sort of shows what kind of days had at the plate. Hasn't been the easiest for Owen Rector up there today.
Well, runner takes off, and that ball's popped up in the air. Deal will make the catch, and that ball just hung up a little bit too long. Try and get that runner at first who was stealing.
Number 18, Connor Riley.
Yeah, that was a mile high.
Yeah, you know, I just wish that was a line drive or something. Could have doubled off the runner, but it is 1 out. Connor Riley steps in. There's a strike from Hansen. Delivery leaves it up. It is a ball. Runner takes off, throw from Thomas on a hop. Not in time, so Tib Haftel will steal second base. And even though they can't get the bunt down to advance runner, they steal second, and now you do have a runner in score position.
Yeah.
Ball's up in the air by Riley. And suddenly under to make the catch is Sean Regany.
That's a big out.
Number 17, Joey Morton.
And one thing I'll say from both teams, the defense in the outfield has been very, very clean.
It really has. Highlight plays and, you know, just routine fly balls. It's been clean out there, both sides. You're right.
Joey Morton. But with one on second, 2 outs. And he takes his first pitch at the knee, strike 1. Delivery, that's down low. Here, Scott, here, you just want to keep it at a one-run ball game and trust your offense in the next inning.
Yeah, certainly not going to want to give up anything here.
Swing and a miss by Morton. 1-2. And one more big pitch to go for Scott Hansen.
This would be big. The past few innings, Unionville's had trouble, you know, getting out of it with 2 outs. If they were able to do it here with a runner in scoring position.
That one fell just next to us. Count remains 1-2.
I think everyone flinched on that Unionville bench.
One, 2 to Morton. Little flare will go foul. Third base side count still 1-2.
That's big for Unionville, just that ball being foul. If that's a few feet, you know, inside more fair, that's probably scores a run.
One, 2 in the dirt. Ball gets away from Thomas. Getting to third is Tim Haftel. Smart decision, though, by Stevie not throwing that baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oxford got one of those runs.
Right.
Off of an error. Two, swing and a miss, got him. So Hansen shuts the door for a second straight inning, puts up another 0. It is still 7-6 with time running out for the Longhorns.
Leading us off here, Ted Williams steps, Sean Regany, my bad. Sometimes, you know, there's a little bit of confusion there.
Been waiting to say that one, haven't you? You heard it from Nick. Sean steps in here to begin the bottom of the 6th. And a 1-run ball game.
How about 3 for 3 for 25?
He's got 2 singles to left field so far, has driven home a run. But Unionville down to their last 6 outs. If they can't get at least 1 here in the next 2 innings. Count 1-1 now on Regany. Flare into right field and backpedaling and making the catch is Danny Wyatt.
Number 7, Jack Regany.
It's definitely an interesting route to that ball, the full back pedal out there.
Yeah, you never want to be caught in a back pedal in the outfield, but that time it did cost him. Jack Regany steps in, that's a strike. Regany had the big hit in the first inning, hasn't gotten much after that. 0-1. That one is out into center field. And initially after going back, coming in to make the catch is Tyler Harris for out number 2.
Number 20, Stevie Thomas.
So Stevie Thomas now with the bases empty. 2 outs. Ryan Deweese has made easy work out of this Longhorn lineup. There's a strike.
Let's go, Stevie. Go, Stevie. Come on, kid.
The 0-1 inside. One that one popped up out of play. Count 1 and 2. And Deweese can punch out Thomas here for what would be his 3rd straight 0. Up the middle, there's a clean base hit for Stevie Thomas, right up the gut. And that puts a run on for Madsen. Grant Hyman will pinch run for Stevie Thomas just like he did earlier in the ball game. Sean Madsen up with 2 down. Tying run is on first base. I think that might be one of the first base runners they've had against Deweese.
He's been tough out there.
Hyman takes off, throw down. That's in plenty of time. Well, you knew it right away. Hyman is now to second. Perfect throw by Connor Riley, and that ends the 6th. Connor Booth will dig in here against the Unionville pitcher. So Nick Deal We'll begin the 7th inning. We saw Deal in the last game. He pitched very well, as you said earlier in the ball game, Nick. And we get to see him here again.
Yeah, I gave Oxford a look at a lefty, trying to keep this a one-run ball game.
First pitch, well out of the zone to Booth, who, like a couple other guys in this Oxford lineup, have killed this Unionville pitching staff. That went up and away.
Yeah, Deal up there, obviously they have their differences. I think Deal's stuff might be a little bit better. But in terms of, the windup being a left-hander, he's a somewhat similar pitcher to Joey Morton, who started this one for Oxford.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, but right now Nick Deal in a 3-0 hole in his first batter. And I'm sure Oxford would love to give some insurance to whoever they throw back out on the mound for the bottom of the 7th.
You just don't want to give any insurance here. You want to keep this a one-run game and give your offense a chance in the last frame.
Well, 4-pitch walk to start things off for Nick Deal on the mound.
Number 22, Danny Wyatt.
That one down the middle. Deal to find the zone. Oh, 1 to Wyatt. That one's in the dirt. Deal just trying to take something off on that pitch. Wyatt didn't bite. Count even at 1.
Yeah, and this is the guy you have to get out if you're Unionville and you want to stay clean in this inning.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is have maybe 2 guys on with no outs.
Everything he's put in play today has been hit hard, and it's certainly caused problems.
That one bounced to the right side, a base hit for Danny Wyatt, who continues his phenomenal day at the plate. And you said, Nick, this was the guy you got to get out, and he singles.
Number 19, Chris Walton.
That's also smart base running by Oxford's lead guy out there. He sort of didn't really accelerate fully to second, to kind of stay in between that ball and Brooks. So it was difficult for him to get to that grounder. But yeah, not the way you want to start if you're the Longhorns.
Yeah, it's Connor Booth. You said just shading him, being able to make a play initially, trying to bunt. Well, again, we haven't really seen much bunting. It looks like Oxford, that is a part of their game plan offensively.
Yeah. I mean, hey, small ball certainly wins sometimes.
Walton looking to maybe move both runners up. You can see the infield playing in. Del Calo in the infield grass at third. That time he gets it down. Drew charges. Picks up cleanly. Has to pump on the second effort. But that one is out number 1.
That is well executed. Really, really well executed.
It was a good bunt, good defense. But now you have second and third with only 1 out for Tyler Harris. So they will intentionally walk Tyler Harris. Interesting decision with him facing a lefty. You'd think that Unionville has the matchup. But now they're loaded. I guess that does put the double play in order.
Now number 28, Ryan DeWeese.
This is another guy that's not only certainly caused problems for Unionville on the mound today, he's done it at the plate as well.
Yeah, he's been a thorn in their side, and I'll tell you, he has a chance to really put the final punch on this Unionville team with something here.
He does. Big, big spot right here.
And to that, Nick, you can see Coach Vallis just bringing everybody in, talking about this, because this is the biggest out of the ball game.
Yep. Win or lose, either side, right, is probably gonna think back to this one at the end of it all.
It is one of those things you go into. Once again, we'll refresh your memory. Nick Deal is on the mound in a 7-6 ball game. Second and third, 1 out. Ryan DeWeese up at the plate for Oxford. Excuse me, bases are loaded after that intentional walk. Ryan DeWeese up at the plate. There is a force at every bag now. Corners are in. The first pitch outside.
That's the last thing you want if you're Deal. You know, one getting behind Stevie Thomas, just giving him a run.
Swing and a miss. Good comeback pitch there from Deal. Fouled straight back, so now Deal up in the count 1-2.
Strikeout works here, right?
Strikeout, pop-up, ground ball. I'll take either of those. 1-2 pitch, chopped to first. And that one eats up Connor Brooks. A run will score. Well, they got the ground ball, but Connor Brooks unable to handle it at first base. Everybody will be safe. Bases remain loaded, and it is now 8-6 Hornets.
Yeah, no, that was a decently hard hit ball. Maybe, you know, you're thinking Connor, maybe just thinking about what he's going to do with it before he actually got it in the glove, and certainly hurts if you're Unionville, but just gotta, you know, next pitch mentality. Gotta move on.
Yeah, and Dewey's kind of swung over top of that, put a weird spin on it. I'll say, we've seen some weird hops in this game. A lot of balls that have eaten up these infielders.
Mm-hmm.
But same situation here. Tim Haftel will hit, but now it's a 2-run ball game.
Runner number 13, Chris Yapka, running on first now.
So Tim Haftel up the plate with them loaded, pops up the first pitch foul. But Nick, I think especially with Ryan DeWeese being the one to hit that ball, that hurts even more with what he's done on the mound.
Right.
And that was a great chance to not only get him out, but maybe get out of the inning.
Yeah. You know, if you field that cleanly, step on first, quickly throw home. Certainly would have been tough, but
Well, that's strike 2. Nick Deal up 0-2 on Tim Haftel. And the payoff. Slow breaking ball, popped up foul out of play. Haftel stays alive.
yeah, I'm not sure I love a breaking ball up in the zone there.
Yeah, he may have missed his spot. Just trying to take something off. Maybe full Haftel. Another 0-2. That went inside. No, that's called strike 3. That one looked inside, but Deal gets the call.
Owen Rector,
We'll take it.
number 11, Austin Tipton.
Well, absolutely, Nick. We'll take the call. I think maybe umpire got some revenge on Oxford. They've been howling at him all game.
Well, I think both sides have, really.
Yeah, honestly. We heard that Austin Tipton is the pinch hitter. And now this becomes a huge at-bat because the base hit here could put this one a little bit more out of reach. That one fouled back. Tipton looks on it here. One from Deal. Swing and miss. Took something off. Strike 2.
Just got to win one more pitch here.
That's been the story. Just getting that last pitch. We'll see if Nick Deal can get it done here in the 7th. 1-2 to Tipton. Upstairs. 2-2. 2-2 to Tipton. Upstairs, ball 3. Full count. Warners will be off and moving with 2 down. And here comes the biggest pitch of the ball game.
He's gonna have to make a pitch here. You don't want to walk in a run.
Well, you can't. Runners do take off. That's ball 4. So a run will score on the walk. Bases will remain loaded. It is now 9-6 Hornets.
Number 18, Connor Riley.
Here's Connor Riley. Saw him make a nice play in the field, throwing out Grant Heineman. Now a chance to do some damage at the plate. First pitch from Deal. Upstairs. Maybe just Nick losing his command a little bit.
Yeah, I might go out there and talk to him soon if I'm Stevie. Maybe if he throws one more ball.
Yeah, you can't fall behind too quickly here. Let this one get out of hand. The 1-0. That one called a strike.
Well, at least he's consistent with that spot, right?
Right. Gotten some calls today, haven't they? Nick Deal. Especially in these high school batters. 1-1. Upstairs again. And he's just missing up high. Just elevating those pitches a little bit too much. There's strike 2.
Especially after walking in that last run. 2-2 here if I'm Deal. I'm just attacking the strike zone.
See what he goes with here. 2-2. Breaking ball. And boy, Riley just got a piece of that one. Was fouled off from Stevie Thomas. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 to Riley. Line drive base hit to center field. Harris will score. And now they've got a runner caught in a run down here, and Thomas will tag out the last batter of the inning, Yaka. So a base running mistake by Chris Yaka, but now Unionville able to hold it at 10-6, but the damage done. Well, Sean Madsen will get another chance here. The runner was thrown trying to steal second last time we saw him, so he'll get a fresh at bat to begin the bottom of the 7th. Last 3 outs for Unionville, and they will face who has been the deadly Ryan Deweese. And the first pitch. Call, strike at the knees. I'll say the umpire has been calling those lower pitches at the zone
Yeah, we've seen him a few times now, and it's definitely a spot for him.
0-1. That one outside to Matson. Dewey's trying to finish off what was a tremendous relief outing. That one fouled out of play. Well, Nick, Unionville got 6 runs in the first 3 innings, but haven't been able to scratch Deweese. They got to get at least 4 here in the 7th inning to stay alive. Down 10-6. 1-2 to Matson. Foul back. That's a really tough pitch for him to handle up at all that gas.
Yeah, Sean obviously the only switch hitter in this lineup. He does swing the bat well from, both sides. Really fluid motion from both sides of the plate, similar stance.
That one got him. Froze him. They don't like the call over here at the Unionville dugout, but that is out number 1.
Number 2, Tiernan Daly.
Tiernan Daly now up for the Longhorns. And he swings and misses at that high fastball.
It's overpowering.
Yeah, it really is. And
it just is at the top of the zone.
Nick, one thing you said, it looks like it just gets better as he grows in confidence. There you go again, right down the middle. Daly probably didn't even see it. 0-2 quickly. Oh, 2 upstairs. Daly able to see 1 out of the zone. One-two swing and miss. Deweese got him. Another fastball, another strikeout. And Unionville down to their last out.
Number 34, Nick Deal.
So Nick Deal, the last chance for the Longhorns, down 6. Or excuse me, down 4. That one grounded foul out of play. 0-1. Oh, 1 swing and miss. That overpowering fastball gets him for strike 2. And 1 strike away here if you're Deweese. 0-2. Popped up. Shallow left field. And that is the ball game. Catch is made out there in left. And the Oxford Hornets have taken down the Longhorns.
Final score of today's ball game,
10-6.
The Oxford Hornets 10, Unionville Longhorns 6. No dub for Unionville today, but thank you all so much for coming. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And return soon for another day of Unionville baseball.
Well, Nick, I think we have to give player of the game to the man we just saw pitch, Ryan Deweese.
He was tough. He was tough the whole day. Yeah, me and you were talking about it in between innings. It felt like his fastball just got faster and faster and faster, and they just couldn't catch up to it on the Unionville side. And that's not a happy bunch over there, but they fought. You gotta give them credit. They did fight, and they'll just regroup. They're a positive bunch, and hopefully we can come back here and get a win next time.
Well, he had an excellent relief outing after Unionville played it 6 in 3 innings. Deweese through the final 4 scoreless. Sean Matson didn't quite have the same stuff today. Scott Hansen was pretty decent in the back end of his outing. Nick Deal, of course, gave up the 3 runs in the 7th, which kind of put the game out of reach. But there's plenty more baseball this season to come. Once again, the Hornets 10, the Longhorns 6. Unionville will move down to 1-2 with the loss. And we'll see you next time. For Will Cunningham on PA and Nick Evans on the broadcast, I'm Alex Harkins. We'll see you next time.